Second video of the day, as I promised, but this one is going to be on a different topic. I can finally review this fragrance right here. But before I talk about this particular fragrance, this is Clean Musk from Authenticity Perfumes, and this stuff is a beast. But before I review it, before I review it, let me talk about why I couldn't review it. There's two in the thumbnail. I'm going to explain why. When I first got this, I sprayed it on. I let it sit. I let it cool off, which is something I always do when I get new fragrances in the mail. But I let it cool off. And it honestly had almost no smell to it at all. It smelled like alcohol. And I was kind of bummed out, and I made a post. Actually, I made a video about it. There's actually a video about this one. And a gentleman said, hey, I had the same issue, and I reached out to Authenticity Perfumes, and they said, let it sit for a couple of weeks. And that's exactly what I did. And that has changed the whole composition of this. Oh, it's clean, musky, with a nice floral note on top. This is the, as far as I'm concerned, the essence of what a gentleman should smell like. And musk gets a bad rap because of that crud from the 70s called Jovan. That stuff is just too heavy-handed. This is light and it's clean. You can tell I made a little bit of dip in that. It's light and it's clean, and I wore it. Oh, by the way, this is 50% oil. But I digress. Let me get back to what I was saying. Generally, the higher the oil concentration and the better the oils are, the more it'll need to sit after transit. When you have a fragrance that's come to your house from, like, for example, one of the places I order from is New Jersey, and it spends 5 to 6 days in, 100 plus degree heat, or even where it's really cold, and it's constantly being jostled about and moved around and stuff, and then it sits in your mailbox for 6 or 8 hours till you get home. And if it's 100 degrees outside inside that metal mailbox, it's probably 130 or 140, and it's going to take a little bit for it to get itself back together. So the article that I found said, and I'll link it in the description, said when you get your fragrance mailed to you, just take it out and spray it once, but then set it aside for 2, 3, 4 days. Go back, smell it again, and if it smells wearable and you can wear it, go ahead and wear it. But like I said, this one sat for 2 solid weeks. And I like their product so much now, I just ordered L'Homme Riche. Because they said it kind of smelled like Prada L'Homme. So I want to find out. And you can get 15% off. This bottle, a 60 milliliter bottle, is $42. And it is top-notch stuff. But when you get it, you may need to let it sit before it comes into its own and develops its fragrance. And the other one I had an issue with was this. Found a good deal on this. I picked this up at Gift Express for $74, which is a darn good price on this because they're proud of this stuff. But it smells great. I like this better than Chrome Extreme. But this had to sit. I let this sit for about 2 or 3 days before I actually before I wore it out. And I actually got 5 or 6 compliments in one day when I went to my recovery group with this. So letting things sit is essential. We get excited and we want to try out our new fragrance, but just let it sit for a few days. Spray it a couple times, spray it on a test strip and smell it. But patience is key here, and you will be rewarded for waiting just a little bit longer. Now, like I said, some of the articles that I've read said the higher of concentration of oils that are in it, and like I said, the Authenticity is 50% oil. And by the way, that lasted 20 hours on my skin. I had to take a shower and scrub it off, but that's okay. The stuff smells awesome. But the higher concentration of oils, the longer it's going to take for it to macerate. And yes, it does start off macerated from the fragrance house, but after it gets all jostled around, it's going to mess it up a little bit. I don't have a right word for it, but it's kind of the same reason why you shouldn't keep fragrances in your car, because it'll break it down quicker. So just a tip, when you get your fragrance, especially if it's an EDP or a parfum strength, let it sit for a few days. And I'll be back with a review on the L'Homme Riche. I may go nuts and order the barbershop scent here too. But these guys, for the money, make something great. There's the ingredients on the back if you'd like to read it, if you want to freeze that. But this is a clean musk with a little bit of floral on top. And this is orangish with a lot of mineral notes, but y'all all know what this is. This stuff is just nuts good. Anyway, thank you for your subscription. There's my little tip for the day, and I'll be back with another fragrance video when I get my new stuff in from Authenticity Perfumes. God bless you guys. I appreciate you subscribing. Have a wonderful day.